Hi guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a cinnamon roll with this one, cinnamon bun, whatever you want to call it. This is, in our previous tutorial, I made a rose out of polymer clay. If you want to know how to do this, look at my tutorial. Now to the actual cinnamon bun. Alright, so what we're going to need is some TLS, a blade or knife, a makeup brush, some old makeup, some clay, polymer clay or air dry clay, whatever you'd like, and a brown marker, or you can use brown acrylic paint. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your clay and kind of flatten it out, make it long. You're going to use your blade and flatten it. You can use your blade to flatten it. And you're going to cut off the rough edges. You can cut off the ends right there, because this is just a cinnamon roll. And cinnamon rolls, when you find them, they aren't very tall. So you're just gonna kind of, it doesn't really have to be perfect. It can be rigid on the edges because it's just a cinnamon roll. It's really nothing. They don't take 3 hours making one cinnamon roll. So once you do it like that, you're going to roll it up. This might help. I've heard it work. You can dab on a little on the top of your paint or marker. Paint I would prefer. A marker works pretty much the same. It just kind of gets worn out because I've done one of these already with this marker, and this marker isn't very well. It's kind of old. You're going to pick it up from there, and you're going to roll it. And my clay is very old, so you'll see it crack. And you're going to roll it up. So it looks like a cinnamon bun. Next you're going to, if it didn't show up much in the top of, the cinnamon, you might just want to dab it a bit more with the cinnamon, with the marker paint. Next is when we make it baked. So what we're going to do is take some of our powder, of our makeup that we said we were going to use, and take it on our brush. You can use a paintbrush if you'd like, but makeup brushes are just softer. And on your cinnamon bun, just powder it, and it kind of makes it look baked. If you have chalk works just as fine. Probably works a little better. And once you do the cinnamon on there, or the powder on there, you might want to do a cinnamon one more time because you can't. It kind of fogs it. It gets a little foggy. The powder makes it a little foggy. So I know you're thinking it doesn't really look like a cinnamon bun right now. That's because we haven't added the TLS or the frosting. The TLS acts like a frosting because it's translucent liquid sculpey. And translucent means it's kind of clear, but not really. You can still see through it a little bit. So I've heard that you could also use, here, let me get it, this, which is okay to wash it glue. You can use tacky glue, anything that acts like TLS. I'm just going to go ahead and see how this looks. I used TLS in the other one. And I mean, this one I did a different pattern with. I just kind of smudged it everywhere to look shiny. So for the TLS, since mine kind of squirts out at different times, I'm just going to put a napkin down to squirt some on and wait until it gets squirty enough. Because sometimes it'll just come out at random times. And I don't want that to happen all over. Okay, I'm just going to try and get this. Woo! Blue came out. Alright, now we're just going to drizzle it on our and I'm going back and forward, backwards and forwards. And making and I'm taking the stuff that I wasted, and kind of just spreading it on the top. You can't really tell on here. You can smudge it around so you can see the cinnamon better. This actually works pretty well. I think it works just as good as the TLS. TLS is just made for this, so it's probably going to end up looking better than this, but really you're not going to be able to tell the difference unless you're like a professional and you can tell the difference between what's real and what's not. So this is how you make your cinnamon bun. You can, if it's polymer clay, you bake it at whatever time it says in your box. I can't really, it all depends because this isn't polymer clay. This is my cinnamon roll, and this is the one that I made earlier. This is the one that I made today with you guys, and this is another one that I'm making. As you can see, it's smaller. I didn't make it as big as the other ones. I don't know why, it just didn't come out like that. So I hope you guys liked this tutorial. Subscribe, thumbs up. Thanks guys, I'm really lucky to have you. Bye guys.